Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another video. I'm sorry, I've been away for more than 6 months, I would say. Last time I did a video was in February, Valentine's Day, and then I was busy with work, AWOL. So yeah, massive apologies for people who've been checking on my channel and leaving comments. Your love is just amazing. And they say, right, love is the greatest force in this whole universe. It's more than hate. It's more intense than hate. Love can build bridges, conquer mountains, and stuff like that. And I got your lovely messages and I kept thinking to myself, how do I find out time to do videos? So finally, I have decided that yeah, enough is enough. Let me do some videos, otherwise people are going to go bonkers. People will abandon me. No one's abandoned me. My subscriber counts just keeps going up and up and up. But yeah, I have been terribly busy with work. Lots of pressure on me, lots of things to deliver. And it takes all my waking hours, as you all know. The same rant. But it's true. And it gets me into a situation where I can't take my eyes off the ball, if you like, my work. But yeah, all work and no play is not a good idea, right? So I thought I'll do a video. And obviously I'll do many more now because I have to. The comments just make me feel guilty that I'm not looking after my people who really love and care for me. So let's do a video on green herbal fragrances. Why? Because, you know, this summer has been absolutely awful as far as weather is concerned. England summer has been a complete washout. Whole of July it's been raining. It's starting to get better now. I'm doing this in natural light. I'm hoping this comes through very well. The weather is just starting to get better now. It's about 20-22 degrees today, but the whole of July was a complete washout. And I wore, when it's really raining outside, it's really damp, everything is green, right? So I wore a lot of herbal green scents. And spring was the same, you know, we had a complete washout in March. So I wore a lot of green scents this year. So I thought maybe I should do a video on green fragrances. I've done a video on aromatic fougères or barbershop fragrances. I don't want you to confuse barbershop fragrances with green herbal fougère. Green herbal fougère is exactly that. They smell like nature. There's a herbal aspect to it. They're green and they don't smell like oak moss lavender sort of combination, soapy lavender combination, which is barbershop fragrances. Because barbershop fragrances are not to everybody's taste. But green fragrances, people might like it, and if you don't and you're watching this video, you might try some, because trust me on one thing, it is very, very expensive affair to produce a fragrance that smells like nature. Most of these fragrances are very expensive. There's a reason for that, right? You cannot recreate or reproduce nature without bearing substantial cost. Nature is like that. We take it for granted, but nature is like that, you know? So let's get started. I've divided the video into two parts. First part is about fragrances that I've already reviewed. And the second part is about fragrances that I haven't reviewed yet. Let's see how it goes. There's more than 10 fragrances here. I'm calling it top 10 herbal green fragrances, but there are more than 10. I'll start with one, which I gave 10 out of 10 and I reviewed. I haven't got a full bottle of it. If you just want to get a flavor of what is a green fragrance, try Creed's Green Irish Tweed. It will, and I'm sure you've tried it, it will just give you an idea. What's a green fragrance? It smells like nature. It smells like green, lush valley, you know, floodlit with sunlight, beautiful fresh air. That's how this fragrance smells. It's got green grass. It's inspired by the Irish rolling hills. It's a terrific fragrance. Give it a try if you haven't already. It's mighty expensive. If that's not in your budget, you could try Armaf's Très Nuit, which I intend to review. I haven't reviewed it. You could try Cool Water, which has got a lot of cologne in it, but still a very good fragrance, and it smells like nature. So that's a green scent. That's the idea. So Green Irish Tweed out of the way. I give it a 10 out of 10. You can see my review if you haven't. So the first on the list is a fragrance that smells like Glastonbury to me. I didn't mention it when I reviewed this fragrance, but when I now wear it, it smells like Glastonbury. I put this on in June, near the Glastonbury time, and I thought to myself, it was end of June, I think, as July maybe, can't remember, it was raining a lot that day. So I put it on and I thought to myself, this is what Glastonbury smells like, because it smells of so many things put together. It's just a mind-bending fragrance and it's beautiful. It is an Amouage and the fragrance's name is Memoir, the black bottle. I'm hoping I'm capturing it right. The black bottle Memoir. Now this one is about herbal, green and resinous sweetness. It's a very odd thing to say, but it smells amazing. Not for everybody. It has a smell of mint, which people get put off by. I don't know, it doesn't bother me. Sometimes people say mint means toothpaste. Sometimes it does smell like toothpaste. This one does. That's why I said it's Glastonbury. It's like, imagine yourself in Glastonbury, camping, listening to all sorts of gigs, and then going to bed in your camp, and then waking up next morning, standing in fresh air, and mud and everything else, and brushing your teeth. That's how this opens up. It's got artemisia, wormwood, basil and mint. Those are the three things at the top, and it's very herbaceous. But when it dries down, it starts getting drier, resinous, woody. That's the magic of this fragrance, and it's got a beautiful lush lavender oil and rose combination. Very, very, very nice in the middle. It's a terrific fragrance, but not for everybody. If you have tried it, brilliant. If you haven't, sample it first. So this is the first one on the list, Memoir Amouage. The second one on the list is like a modern take on oak moss. And the scene that I want you to imagine is go to New York Central Park on an early autumn's day, golden sunshine, listen to the most uplifting music you can think of. And that draws the scenario of what this fragrance is all about. It's a very modern, nature-like smell, but extremely uplifting. This fragrance is Acqua di Parma Quercia. Quercia in Italian means oak moss, or oak, sorry. So the focus here is to capture that beautiful smell, sweet, woody smell of an oak tree maybe, on a dry day, when the trees emit this beautiful, sweet, gentle smell with the smell of mossy greenness. It's a fabulous fragrance. I've done a full review. It's one of the most amazing woody fragrances you can have. It's very warm. That's why I said, imagine yourself in golden sunshine. Now, number 3 in the list is a fragrance which is inspired by classic fragrances. It's again a very herbal green scent, but it's mixed with amazing brightness. It's one of the most lush fragrances that I've had the pleasure of wearing and reviewing. This one is called, I haven't got a full bottle, this one is called Italian Cypress by Tom Ford. This one was discontinued, brought out again out of the cold storage, and I believe it's still available. Very expensive, but if you want to try a cheaper version, it's Halston Z14 or whatever it's called. It's not in my collection, the Halston bottle, but Italian Cypress is one fragrance which will send you to dreamland. It's a fragrance which focuses on cypress. The smell of cypress is medicinal, herbal, green and lush, and it mixes that smell with citrusy brightness and sweet resinous quality. It's a terrific fragrance, it really is. Italian Cypress, done a full review, check it out. This fragrance is ideal for early autumn walks in a park. It has tremendous longevity, brilliant performance. So those two are not an issue with Italian Cypress. Next one is one of the most fabled classic fragrances. Cartier Declaration. Now Cartier Declaration is all about herbs, spices, fruits, flowers. This is such a complex fragrance. It has, I think, 25 odd notes, so I wouldn't go into details. But this is spicy, floral, fruity, woody, watery scent. It is one of the most complex fragrances you can lay your hands on. It doesn't cost a lot of money, and this is the fragrance that made Jean-Claude Ellena. It's a watery fragrance in the middle. Well, you know what? You like it. A very complex scent though. So you have to have the heart for complex sort of herbal scents. You see what I mean? Next on my list is an absolute rock star of fragrance. It is a Tom Ford again, and this one is my personal favorite. That's why I got, this is the only Tom Ford bottle I own. Vert, the Encens discontinued fragrance. This one focuses on pine. There's something about pine I really like. Pine forest. Go to a pine forest and you know the smell. That atmospheric, beautiful scent of a pine forest, mixed with resinous sweetness and citrusy vibes. It's a stunning fragrance. Imagine yourself standing in front of a beautiful sort of monument, a grand monument in sunset, in golden sunlight, and mix that scent with a lush green garden. Yeah? Just superimpose those two things. That's the fragrance. You know, it's got this golden, beautiful vibe to it with lush greenery. What a fragrance this is. Absolutely amazing. Amazing fragrance. Vert the Encens. Unbeatable. Unfortunately discontinued. So hard to get hold of. Next fragrance has that same quality. You know, it's green and warm at the same time. It's terrific fragrance. It's a Guerlain. This one I haven't reviewed. So next few fragrances. Okay, let me do Gala, and then there's another one that I have reviewed, and then we'll go for the non-reviewed ones. So this one is called Angelique Noire. Angelique Noire is a romantic fragrance. It's got the smell of tea, black tea, vanilla, warm vanilla, black tea, absolutely lush and rich, and it mixes it with the green herbal sort of almost herbaceous Angelica green, very vegetal kind of a smell. Angelique Noire is one of a kind fragrance. I'll review it soon. I haven't reviewed it, but I'm going to make sure I review it very, very soon. So the next one on my list is a fragrance that I've reviewed, and when I reviewed it, I was struggling to give it a 10 out of 10. I gave it a 9, I think. It is a fabulous Chanel. So this fragrance is called Platinum Egoiste. Now this fragrance is basically a dupe. I shouldn't be saying dupe. It's Chanel's attempt at making green Irish tweed. And it is terrific. You know, this fragrance is what Chanel imagined green Irish tweed to be in an aldehydic way. So aldehydic, green, bright, slightly metallic, slightly plasticky, a take on green Irish tweed. So a green grassy smell mixed with galbanum and loads of sunshine. And they do it with that aldehyde. It's a bright, beautiful, confident, extremely welcoming scent. You know, one of the very finest fragrances I have in my collection. Platinum Egoiste by Chanel. Try it out, man, if you haven't. Absolutely stunning. How many have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 4 to come. As I said, there are more than 10 in this list. So next one on my list is a sort of fragrance which reminds me or puts the image of a dewy forest. You know, you're standing on top of a mountain and you're viewing the valley, and it's dewy, foggy mountain valley. That's the image in my head whenever I sort of spray it. It is Tam Dao Eau de Toilette by Diptyque. Now, this hasn't got the legs, this hasn't got the performance of the EDP, but this is what a sort of a spiritual sandalwood smell would smell like. It's a sandalwood mixed with myrtle and cypress. So green, very dry, austere sandalwood. Absolutely amazing. I have to do a full review. This is a fragrance that really puts me into a meditative state. It's beautiful. If you like serene, calm, beautiful smooths, you know, really introspective fragrances, Tam Dao is stunning. EDT. Next on my list is a fragrance that is a superb fragrance. It's still available, but I'm going to show you the vintage bottle. This is a Guerlain, and this is L'Instant de Guerlain Eau de Toilette. The Extreme, the EDP gets a lot of talk. The EDT is just superb. It's resinous. It's bright. So it's got LME, yeah, resinous and bright. It has star anise, which is bitter, herbaceous and fresh. And it has green tea and hibiscus flower. It's the most mind-bending combination of notes. And the result is absolute nothing short of magic. This is a magical fragrance. If you like herbaceous green scents, I have to review this one, so I wouldn't go into too much detail, but Guerlain, L'Instant de Guerlain Eau de Toilette is one of a kind. I mean, the fragrances that are coming now are just amazing. Next fragrance is a fragrance which is sophisticated to the last drop of the word, last dot of the word. It is an elegant fragrance of a different level, alright? This is called Pasha de Katie Eau de Toilette. Now this is again herbal lavender. The moment I say lavender, people will say barbershop. It has a little element of barbershop, but the most amazing thing about this fragrance is it's sour, it's creamy, sandalwood, it's warm, it's bright, aldehydic, and lavender. I'll do a full review very, very soon. If you want an elegant herbal green scent, if you already have green Irish tweed, you like green Irish tweed, if you already have other scents that I've mentioned, and you wanted a little twist on that sort of genre, if you like, you wanted a herbal side to it, try this one. The last on the list is one of my absolute favorites. It uses that same note, galbanum. Galbanum does something for me. This is French Lover by Frederic Malle. This fragrance is so beautiful and so well made. It's the herbal side of galbanum, the earthy side of it, the lemon or the citrus side of it, the brightness of it, the natural smell that it is. French Lover might confuse you to thinking it's about a rose or whatever. It's about nature. It's a stunning natural fragrance, and it smells so natural and so wonderful, and the performance is so amazing. This fragrance is absolutely 5-star fragrance. One fragrance that I would highly recommend if you like herbal green scents is French Lover. Absolutely stunning. So I'll do a full review very soon. I've been promising that for a while now. So 11 here. I hope you like them, and if you do like them, there are many more in my collection because I like nature, and naturally for a person who loves nature, I don't like nature, I love nature. For a person who loves nature, it's only natural for him to have tons of fragrances that smell like nature. And I've got many of them in my collection, as some of you might know. So I'm hoping you enjoyed this video. I really want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for your beautiful display of affection for me. That's the reason I'm back. I would have been back, but I'm back soon now because I've got piles of work at the moment. But I do appreciate you looking out for me, leaving those beautiful messages, and I'm hoping you enjoyed this review. Take care. Bye-bye.